Okay, day 8. Let's talk about Teen Wolf 2, TOO, the sequel to Teen Wolf from 1985, which starred Michael J. Fox as the main character, Todd. Oh no, Scott. Sorry, the first movie is Scott, as a kid who turns into a werewolf and has to deal with the troubles of becoming a werewolf while in high school. And I thought that first Teen Wolf was fine. I've seen it before. I don't remember if I reviewed it on this channel, but I enjoyed it. I need to rewatch the Scream Factory version of it because I got the first Teen Wolf. I need to buy the second one. The way I watched Teen Wolf 2 was because I got an MGM 2-pack DVD from the 2000s where it's Teen Wolf 1 and 2 double disc or two-sided discs. And so I finally got to watch Teen Wolf 2, which stars Jason Bateman as the main character, Todd, a cousin of Scott from the first movie. And this is a sequel that, from what I remember from the first Teen Wolf, it's pretty much really similar to it, but it's just even more goofy. It's just about this kid going to college and he has the struggles of becoming a werewolf or being a werewolf while dealing with all the high school or all the college troubles that you would expect. And I think, and don't quote me on this, but I wonder if they originally just wanted to do another movie with Michael J. Fox and then they didn't. So then they made, instead of his character going to college, they made his cousin go to college. Because the first Teen Wolf was in high school. So I wonder if they just were planning on doing a sequel with Michael J. Fox, but then either he probably backed out of it or they just didn't have the way to do it. So they made another movie with another person, another cousin of the family. I wonder if that's true. I need to look into the backstory on Teen Wolf 2 because that kind of surprises me if that's not the case, because it seems like it's definitely a sequel that would have starred Michael J. Fox, but he's not in it. So this also has a 3.4 on IMDb, which is really, really low, but I totally, completely understand because it is really bad. It is, honestly though, I'll say this. I think Teen Wolf 2 is actually pretty fun. It genuinely got me in a couple times where it's just one of those really, really goofy 80s movies where, like, it's not really a horror movie. I mean, it has horror elements to it. It's a comedy, though. It's not horror. But I put it in this 31 Days of Horror because it is a movie that I wanted to see that was horror adjacent, horror comedy. So I wanted to see it. And this one is insane because it is amped up from the first one, where in the first one, you've got Scott, who is trying to blend in being a werewolf, or trying to be a normal kid, but becomes a werewolf. In this, it's straight up, the whole thing is Todd just being this werewolf the whole time with really bad makeup, and he doesn't have to hide it in this movie, so he's literally just being a wolf, and he's dancing, or he's boxing, or he's doing singing numbers. Like, it is insane, and I think that it's really fun because this was definitely a movie that I felt like the people involved were on crack making this, because they're like, this is gonna sell, because this is so incredibly kooky and weird, but in a way where I enjoyed it, because I just kind of commend them for being so weird in this one. Like, it was just so insane with this, just how ridiculous they just made this movie. Like, it's unapologetically silly and stupid, and I did think that's fun. And I like, too, that the story is essentially partly Rocky, where by the end he's got to fight the bad guy, and then he's got to go to get the girl. And they box at the end of the movie, and I thought that was pretty hilarious. But yeah, it's just kind of surprised me watching this one. Like I said, it's definitely a bad movie, but I think it's fun. I had a fun time with it. I thought it was memorably bad for the most part, because I do remember all these silly moments where he's dancing, he's doing boxing, he's playing sports, whenever he's a wolf with bad wolf makeup. Like, it is kind of memorable in my opinion for that. So I did enjoy it for the most part. I thought it was pretty fun, despite not being a quote-unquote great movie, but I thought it was fun. And I kind of want to watch the original Teen Wolf again just to remind myself what that was like. And I've got the first one, like I said, on Scream Factory release, but I need to buy the second one. And the second one I saw was kind of cheap, so I do need to buy that soon. But yeah, I really thought it was fun. It was totally solid. Teen Wolf 2, TOO. That's it for today. Next review tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. Take care.